After 8 months, Microsoft has finally concluded its £4.5 billion deal to acquire Nokia's mobile phone division. While this isn't as much as it paid for Skype a couple of years ago, the Nokia deal is arguably a much bigger risk for Microsoft. The company is playing catch-up to the likes of Apple and Google in the smartphone market, and CEO Satya Nadella will need to make sure that the integration of Nokia and Microsoft is flawless if he really wants to make an impact in this market. Therefore, in the coming weeks and months, Microsoft has some really big questions to answer to see if it can make the most of what it has just bought from the Finnish smartphone giant. Nokia may not be a major player in the smartphone market, but it's still the world's second biggest mobile phone manufacturer, shipping more than 250 million phones in 2013. Microsoft produces hardware like the Xbox consoles, Kinect sensors and Surface tablets, but nothing on this scale, and it will need to make sure that the transition happens smoothly if it wants to maintain what is a lucrative business. Microsoft, Nokia, Lumia, Asha, Nokia X, Windows Phone, Android, Microsoft Mobile. These are just some of the names involved in this deal, and if Microsoft wants to really make its mark on the smartphone market, it will need to make sure not to confuse potential customers with lots of different names. The Nokia name, which still carries a lot of weight, could disappear altogether. But whatever Microsoft decides to do, it needs to get its branding just right. Microsoft is a software company at heart, but it has so far failed to make a serious impact on mobile. Its Windows Phone software has made slow but steady progress, but it now has to deal with two more operating systems. Series 40 is Nokia's own software which runs on its Asha phones, while a fourth version of Android runs on the new Nokia X smartphones. It's clear that Microsoft needs to streamline the number of operating systems it has to support, and it is likely that Series 40 could be cut loose. With the deal closing, Satya Nadella has 25,000 new employees to deal with. While most of these won't be coming to Microsoft's Redmond campus, it will require a lot of thought and tact in order to integrate these two teams. Doing so correctly will help get the most out of the Nokia deal, but failing to bring the former Nokia employees fully into the fold could create a lot of tension. This is the million-dollar question. Is it really worth the risk? Microsoft has been trying to break into the smartphone market for a couple of years now, and while its Windows Phone software is improving and sales of handsets are improving, it is still dwarfed by the likes of Apple and Samsung in the smartphone market. This could be Microsoft's last throw of the dice, and if it gets it right, it could mean that it challenges the likes of Apple and Samsung right up at the high end. With Nokia's rich heritage in hardware innovation and Microsoft's resources and software heritage, it could be a match made in technology heaven. Thanks for tuning in, and for all your latest technology news, make sure to check out ibtimes.co.uk/technology.